Hello everyone, my name is Holland. My business is Defib First, and I specialise in educating ordinary people to take the extraordinary action to save the life of someone in sudden cardiac arrest by applying an automated external defibrillator, an AED, without fear or hesitation. Pitching a business focusing on death is not easy, but this is an issue that affects each and every one of us, because it doesn't matter what we do or how successful we are, it's all of little value if we are not breathing and no one does anything to save us. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death, killing nearly 40,000 Australians every year. It does not discriminate. It can strike anyone of any age, any time, anywhere, and there is widespread lack of awareness of its significance and its incidence. I am a registered nurse, a first aid trainer, a nurse immuniser and a lecturer at TAFE with many years' experience in post-anaesthetic critical care. But more importantly, I represent those amongst us that have experienced the grief and the trauma of the loss of a family member. My husband Paul, a father of 5 children, did not survive a cardiac arrest in 2008. So I can speak from personal and professional authority of the impact of cardiac arrest, which affects 2 out of every 3 families. 90% of people believe the most common myth that a cardiac arrest is a heart attack. It is not. Although a heart attack can result in a cardiac arrest, there are many other causes, and it occurs when the heart's electrical control system suddenly stops the heart beating. It has no warning signs. 75% of cardiac arrests occur outside of a hospital, and survival is dependent upon early defibrillation and CPR. Samantha is a 32-year-old new mother who had a cardiac arrest at her gym in May. A local business had recently purchased an AED, and that's the reason why Samantha is still alive today. Anyone, the one cause of death that anyone, regardless of whether they have first aid or medical training, can reverse and restore a life is cardiac arrest. The problem is there are too few AEDs, defibrillators, in the community and the workplace, and too few people who have the confidence and the knowledge to apply them. I'm focused on changing that imbalance by distributing AEDs and by delivering on-site information sessions to teach people how to use them. The average cost of a defibrillator is about $2,500. Amortise that over 10 years, it's a minor corporate expense. I have 3 objectives. The first is to bust the myths and fears associated with cardiac arrest with my soon-to-be-published book, 7 Shocking Truths About Defibrillators. Secondly, it's to implement the distribution of AEDs into every supermarket in the country. This has already occurred in Britain and in Ireland. Supermarkets are the hub of the retail and the residential communities. They are open the longest hours. They provide the greatest accessibility. The third objective is to lobby government for legislative change so that AEDs become mandatory in the first aid kits in the workplace. It is now compulsory that you be competent in using an AED in first aid training, but it is not compulsory to provide the device in the workplace. The law is lagging behind the technology and it needs to catch up. I have the knowledge, the expertise and the experience to take my message to the marketplace. To make it a reality, however, I need an advisory team of mentors, PR and media experts to guide me in scaling this business to a nationwide information, education and distribution AED service. Secondly, connections with decision makers who can influence and instigate change. Key industry figures in OH&S, members of Parliament and high-profile personalities such as James Packer, whose father Kerry was revived from a cardiac arrest at a polo game. In closing, I invite everyone here present to become ambassadors for change. Start the conversation. How easy it is and simple it is to use an AED and save a life. We just need to have people activated and willing to have a go. And then we let the AED do its magic. I'm Anne Holland. My business, life-saving business, is Defib First.
Oh, yeah.